So today I want to talk a little bit about misspent marketing. I think people don't realize how much money is being lost when marketing dollars are being misspent and could be better spent someplace else. And as a matter of fact, that's something that I always bring up when I talk about the price tag for our services, where we interview a company's best clients and try to figure out, okay, what's the marketing strategy to meet new clients just like that. And I'll give you a case example of why this pays off. I was working with one client and they were an IT infrastructure company, right? So they did a lot of stuff with endpoint deployment and patching, that sort of thing. And they were spending a hefty amount of money. At the time, it was about $1,000 a month on social media marketing. So that would probably be more like $2,000 a month in today's dollars, right? So not an incredible amount, but for them, this is a large part of their marketing budget. And so I get to talking to some of the best clients and their contacts at their best clients who are making the decisions about who to hire. And so think about it. These are people with titles like Director of Infrastructure, Director of IT, VP of IT, sometimes even a CIO or a CTO, right? And in my questions, I ask, are you using social media for work? Do you learn anything from there? Do you make contacts with people? And to a person, they say things like, oh, heck no, I'm not on social media. They steal your data. Or, no, I don't use social media for work. I just have a throwaway account so I can look at pictures of the grandkids. Things of that nature. So it's really obvious that they're not on social media and definitely not on social media for work. So I say, okay, where do you get information? If you have a question or problem, what do you turn to? And they say search engines. So they go to Google, they go to Substack, they go to Reddit. And I ask, what about email? Would you open a cold email? Sure, if it offered something of value. So here this company was spending all this money on social media marketing, and the people they wanted to reach weren't on social media. But they could take that money and pivot and use it in email marketing and SEO and use it much more effectively. So what's a better marketing spend here? Spending the equivalent of $2,000 a month to get 0 leads because you're not reaching the right people in the way they want to be reached, or taking like half that money and doing some great email campaigns that maybe do reach the people that you want to reach. Even if they got one client, it would pay for itself, right? So that's what I mean when I say misspent marketing. There are tons of options out there for how to market yourself, how to advertise yourself, how to reach your audience, and you can't do all of them at once. You have to choose the ones that are most effective. Otherwise, you're just flushing dollars down the drain. So if you feel like you're spending a lot on your marketing budget and it's not giving you the results, you might want to ask if you're spending money on the right things. So just something to consider. Peace out. Talk to you next time.